Welcome in, Melissa. Blessing the space with some dragon's blood, drawing in good fortune, prosperity, and abundance, calling in the grandmother dragon spirit of the earth, as well as clearing this space as it is sacred and for pure intentions, for unconditional love, balance, in the order and the law of one. Gotta love dragon's blood. Welcome in. Welcome in everybody. Just blessed and cleanse the space with some dragon's blood sage. And it also has some flowers attached by string to it. Dragon's blood is probably my favorite sage, honestly. What's some of your guys' favorite smudges to use? What's some of your favorite sages or Palo Santos? Feel free to put in the comments. Love to hear it. So, welcome in everybody that's here so far. Sarah, Synchronicity, and Melissa. And I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this space and bringing your energetic signature and ripple to this space for the collective and yourself, which is all one. And this is the Anubis meditation, and it's hosted by Sacred Light, and I am the founder and co-creator of Sacred Light Healing and Wellness, Marcus, and I also go by Christolight. And a little bit about who I am for everybody out there that's not aware. I am certified in Reiki as well as crystal healing. I also help with chakra balancing. I also teach chakra workshops, which I have one coming up on the 26th, and that is for the root chakra. I also do life guidance, and I also do oracle card readings. And I do guided meditations. I've been doing guided meditations for about 6+ years, not only with myself, but with friends in the beginning. And then after that, I started doing it online with people. And I've been doing guided meditations on Instagram Live, actually since about 2018. And yeah, 2018 was when I started doing it on lives. I wasn't really aware of too many other people in 2018 that were doing them on lives. And then came back around to Instagram, and that was last year. Did some guided meditations. Some of them are ancient civilizations. Some people that are going to be tapping into this meditation were a part of those ancient civilization ones last year, such as Atlantis, Lemuria, as well as Mount Olympus and some others. So I really felt drawn and called to guided meditations, and at first it was for my own well-being. It was for my own practice to get in tune with my chakra system and learn my chakras and how to reap the benefits, so to say, of the knowledge. So, quote-unquote, integration and enlightenment, actually putting the knowledge into use and action. So what I find is that I was called by Spirit pretty early on, around 19, when this was happening, and I was really called to take in a lot of downloads and channels and knowledge in the DNA, going back to Egypt and others, and to really experience it and integrate it myself before, doing it with others and guiding others through their experiences. So through that, all these practices that you guys have been a part of and that you are being a part of now, if you're in your first meditation space with me or any space at all, everything that I practice with you all, I have practiced many times with myself to experience for my own well-being and for my own consciousness and psyche, to see and know the benefits and the possibilities of what it can bring to your life. So that's an underlying intention behind everything that I serve and everything that I provide. And along with all the healing services, I also am an artist. I have music. I'm a conscious rapper, if you want to give me a genre, so to say. And I also am into the slower lyrical, kind of like Trevor Hall type of vibe. And along with that, I am a video editor and producer. I create my own online series. One of them that I'm currently doing is Rising with Raw. And that is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on Instagram Live. And then I post it on the YouTube channel in the full YouTube edition. Welcome in, Grace. Welcome, welcome. So, yeah. These practices have really transformed my life big time. And before, it used to kind of be like, oh, okay, I'm just doing these practices, for my health and my well-being. And then after a while, it became, this is more something that is a gift. And it's something that you have a gift of sharing with others and really helping them in their experiences and their walks of life. So once I started sharing it and I started seeing the results from people's experiences just by doing meditations with them, it really blew my mind. And when I was in prison, that was one of the biggest moments, when I was teaching people meditation, chakra balancing in prison. Welcome in, welcome in. So that's a little bit about who I am. Marcus, also known as Christolight. And Anubis. Anubis is going to be our guide that we will be connecting with today in this guided meditation. And I just want to give a little brief kind of introduction to the meditation for everybody out there, so you can be aware of the type of energy and also the type of service or divine order that the archetype of Anubis provides to us mentally and energetically for our well-being. And as we step into that, I also want to say that when it comes to these beings and these energy archetypes that we are connecting with in my spaces specifically, it's through the intention and perspective of a archetypal energy, an aspect of the all that is being reflected back to your own self, just to help remind you of who you are along your journey. Not anything to worship, not anything more powerful than us, as we are all equal with infinite potential. So we are going into the organic, traditional mythology, knowing that it's just a construct, an aspect, an archetype of Anubis. So Anubis's archetype can also be tied into Western astrology's Chiron. Chiron is known as the wounded healer. When you tie this into Anubis, Anubis is the lord of the underworld. He is the one that heals your wounds. He is the one that helps carry and heal you and guide you through transitions. And this can be transitions from the physical body. This can be transitions through energetic experiences in life. And along with this, Anubis is also a part of the family of Ra, and is actually a brother of Horus. He's not really known as a brother of Horus, but he is a brother of Horus. And you can also think of Anubis energy also as shamanic energy. So when you also think of being the lord of the underworld is basically, think of your deepest depths of shadows of who you are, the shadow world, where you do shadow work and you go through dark nights of the soul. That would be considered like the underworld. Now, Anubis is an archetypal energy for you to mentally connect with to help assist you in your human journey. What he can do is he can help guide you by seeing light upon your shadows and being able to see the bigger picture from an observer for what you're going through. And if you ever need some healing for inner child or for past wounds from experiences, Anubis is perfect for assisting in that, as he has the healing vibration to bring to you, to bring into your being. And that is right, he is the god of mummification. So that's a little bit about Anubis. And lastly, he also helps you discover how the wounds and the pains that we go through are actually gifts. And they are gifts of being able to see the whole picture, being able to see the full spectrum. So that's a little bit about Anubis. And I'm going to go ahead and pull a card for us in the collective from the Book of Doors, Ancient Kemet, Alchemical Oracle deck. Hey, blessings everyone. It is Marcus, aka Christolight, here at Sacred Light, and I'm presenting to you my Sacred Light services that are available currently. I am currently offering Reiki, Chakra alignment and empowerment, intuitive life guidance, soul origin galactic therapy meditation sessions, as well as sacred oracle readings. These are all services that I'm divinely offering and have available to you any day of the week. You may contact me through my email, which is marcustut23@gmail.com, through Facebook at Christolight Robbins, or through Instagram at sacredlight33. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me at any of those contacts, and I will give you the best answer I can to help you get clarity upon what could best suit you on your journey. And we can book a session whenever you're ready. Wholeness, balance, love, vibrations. Ooh-wee. We had quite a few come out. Okay, here we go. So we got Bennu. And Bennu is, you may not be able to see it too well, but it's a crane. And there's also a fire. And the crane is on fire. And I'm going to go ahead and read what the divination meaning is in the book. I'm pretty sure it represents something like the phoenix, and I'm pretty sure we're pretty familiar with what the phoenix means. And it's funny because I was pulling cards earlier, and I was also having some conversations consciously about this new creator energy that's really coming up to the surface, and it's like this fresh starting energy that is wanting to really be released to the world as we transition and switch our vibrational resonance into this more unified mindset where we're starting to really question why we're doing such things and why we have been doing certain things to our own being and self, such as food and drinks and other things. And this actually took place today through my father. He actually decided to throw out toxic food, like a whole grocery bag of small bag of chips. Just threw them out, said he was done with that, not buying soda anymore. And I've had a lot of people also talk to me about life force activations, Kundalini activations the last few days. Pay attention, guys, and just remember, keep yourself clear and prepared, because it's never televised, and it will never be televised. You gotta tap in. To shine and rise is what Bennu means, and that is who is coming to give us medicine today through the oracle. Renewal of life and energy, rebirth, shedding the old, the heavy, the outworn, feeling as free as a bird. There it is. What more needs to be said as we step through this new moon in Taurus? And Anubis is here to shed upon his service of rising through the underworld, stepping out of the shadows a little bit more. Thank you all for doing so. 'Cause I tell you what, this plane of existence, it could definitely use it. Alright. So that's our collective reading. I'm going to go ahead and clear the space one more time as we now transition into our meditation space. Welcome in, Beowulf. And I also want to let you guys know that coming up this Friday, I will be hosting my root chakra empowerment workshop. That'll be on Zoom, and $7 unless you're part of the Kingdom community. And the Kingdom community members, it'll be free for. And it'll be this Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Root chakra. A little bit more dragon's blood with the flowers. And in this time and space, in this moment of vibrational frequency and energy as matter and experience, I would like to state and claim that this space that is open and that I am holding is now blessed and secured, protected and guided with unconditional love, wholeness, pure order, and harmony. And you are now in a space where you can let go and allow yourself to be with no expectations or obligations of your being other than to receive and be open to divine healing in this space. This is a space for you to be able to release and let go of stored emotions, mental patterns, and attachments, as well as disorder and dis-ease throughout the being, energetically, mentally, emotionally, and physically. And may you remember, through the process of releasing, through the process of transmutation, which you may experience during this meditation, you may sense and feel it throughout your body and your being. Just remember that this is part of the process of releasing and clearing. And to remember the breath throughout the session, as it will be your balance point, it will be your center to ground you and stabilize you throughout any releasing as well as receiving. So feel free to grab any crystals, smudge your space with any sage or Palo Santo, light any candles, incense, grab a pillow, a blanket, whatever you need to get comfortable for this meditation, as we will be going on a journey with Anubis in the Great Pyramid. And as we prepare, if you would like to and you're open to it, you can also grab your journal or something to write with, and you could take a moment if you would like to. You could take a moment if you would like to, and maybe journal out any thought patterns that have been reoccurring, that have been creating resistance in your being, any negative thought patterns, any self-judgment, self-criticism, unworthiness, things like that, of that nature, any abandonment energy, any inner child wounds, anything from past experiences. Feel free to journal them out if you would like to. And this will help you release and bring forth that you're ready to release and move forward from this energy. And this will also assist in directing the Anubis energy. And then what you could do is, if you do decide to journal, is you could journal it out, then take a moment, take it in on what you just journaled, take a breath, and state either out loud inside your own mind, just somewhere along these lines: I am ready to let go. I am ready to release energy that is no longer serving, that is stored within my being. And at that statement and command of your own space as a divine, sovereign, energetic being, the universe moves to your command. Fun fact about Anubis. Anubis, he is a soul when it comes to existence and creation. He is a soul that is from Sirius A, which is where the canines come from. All right. So let's go ahead and get comfortable. And you can either sit or lay down, or if you absolutely have to, stand. And if you're sitting, try to have your back straight. And this will help your spine flow with the life force energy. If you're laying down, having our legs not crossed, so we are not blocking the flow of energy in and out of the soles of our feet. And then next, relaxing our shoulders and allowing our body to be soft, dropping the arms, maybe even tucking the elbows into the rib area and just resting the forearms. Just really allowing the body to be soft and dropping the tension. And then next, for this practice, it would be preferred to breathe in through the nose, expand the diaphragm, draw the breath all the way down the body into the toes, then draw the breath back up and exhale out of the mouth. Unity, brother. We are about to begin the meditation. Feel free to get yourself set up and get prepared to receive if you would like. We will be guiding through the Great Pyramid, connecting with the mental archetypal energy of Anubis to help clear out any past energies and attachments and any wounds from our past. Alright, so the breath again, breathing through the nose, expanding the diaphragm, consciously drawing the breath down the whole body and all the way down to the feet. And as it reaches the feet, you may visualize the breath almost like an anchor that is rooting into the earth and grounding you. And then drawing back up that breath and exhaling out of the mouth. And you may continue to focus on this breath as we continue forward. The more you focus on the breath, the more it'll keep you balanced and centered and less attached to expectation. And it'll allow you to be more open to receiving the vibration of my voice and the channeled meditation. And I will also be doing some light language channeled to the vibration of Anubis throughout the session. Alright, and continuing to breathe. Breathing in through the nose. Exhaling out of the mouth. Breathing in through the nose. Exhaling out of the mouth. Continue to breathe. And as you breathe, beginning to feel with the eyes closed, the physical world around beginning to turn into energy, beginning to detach from the physical world and stepping out of the matrix. And as you breathe, beginning to become lighter and releasing density. Allowing the mind to flow with any thoughts. Just observing and watching and allowing them to pass through. Remembering that you are more than the thoughts. You are the observer. You are the producer of your thoughts. Remembering to breathe, assisting in releasing the thoughts through the breath in a natural harmony. And continuing to breathe. You may feel your body sway as this is your natural harmony and your flow state. And as you continue to breathe, I'd like for you to visualize feeling your feet standing on some warm, hot sand. And this warm, hot sand begins to cover your feet and go through your toes. And this desert sand begins to ground and stabilize from the feet on up, drawing a golden light up the legs to the hips, the golden light from the sand through the soles of the feet, grounding and rooting to the timeline of Egypt, draws its golden light to the base chakra at the bottom of the spine. Cleansing and placing a gold layer on the root chakra. Climbing up to the sacral, covering it in gold. Rising to the abdomen at the solar plexus. Covering it in gold and traveling to the heart chakra, leaving a trail of gold for your unconditional love, protecting it and also amplifying it. And this golden energy rises through the higher heart chakra to the throat, sealing them both in gold, and rises up the face to the third eye in the center of the brows, making the indigo third eye cover in gold. And the golden energy rises to the top of the head and begins to enter out. And as it rises out of the head, the golden energy begins to sprout open a golden violet lotus of the 1,000 petals on top of the crown. And this golden energy begins to fountain out of the lotus and pour in every direction around the body, encasing and filling the auric field. Now aligned with a balanced stream of golden Christ conscious energy from the sands of Egypt through the soles of the feet, through the top of the crown. We are ready energetically to enter the Great Pyramid and the healing chamber with Anubis. Remembering to breathe as the breath is the guide in the center. The deeper we go with releasing the feelings that arise, the higher we ascend in our vibration and release for our health and order within. Now as we breathe, continuing forward, now in this golden aura of our being, I lead us in and we take a step into the cool floor of the pyramid. As we step into the pyramid, there are 2 statues of Anubis outside of the door. And we make our way into the vibration field of the pyramid, feeling the coolness on the feet, looking around at the hieroglyphics all over the walls, receiving any codes or downloads telepathically that you need in this moment. Take a moment, focus on the breath, allow yourself to receive through the third eye, through the crown, any codes of remembrance that you need from this great pyramid. And as we digest and take in the codes of the pyramid, we continue to travel down the halls of this great pyramid. And as we travel through the halls, we see beautiful scribes, priestess, wonderful guides such as Sekhmet, Isis, Maat, Thoth, and more, all within this great pyramid, present here for us as we are here for them. And now we take a turn, and as we step around this corner in the Great Pyramid, we enter a very large healing chamber room. And in this healing chamber are thrones, all set up for each one of us, each one specific to your signature of your DNA, who you are, from your soul to your current human life. And as we enter the chamber, we see a shadow, and as the shadow moves, it becomes larger as this being approaches. And approaching in the chamber room, seeing the large shadow standing around 11 to 12 feet tall is Anubis, the black jackal. And as he is now in our presence, vibrating in his magical energy of healing and enlightenment, Anubis offers his service of order, unconditional love, and pure Christ-conscious light. And as we are directed to have a seat in our own throne, we make our way to the thrones and sit in our signature. No expectation, no label needed for what our signature is. It speaks for its energetic self. Allow it to be, and accept who you are in your divine, sovereign light. Gratitude and thanks to Anubis for coming to serve and give self to us. As we sit in the thrones, our energy begins to resonate to the chair, becoming one with the chair as it grounds and anchors us through Anubis' session. Anubis begins with giving a scan through the auric field to see for any devices, debris, inverted programs, crucifixes, and more that are lingering in the energy field. Umayana nukuara shi yamono wana suwa muana shi anarakua yana sura yana shi ukara shi anama kurara shi anakua kununa shi anasia ukuaya miana shuaya kia. If you notice anything in your field, just consciously with your mind, allow it to be released. Allow Anubis to alchemically draw it out of your field. Remembering the breath, continuing to breathe. And as you breathe, Anubis now begins to draw out his bandages. And just like he would with a mummy, he draws out these bandages to wrap the being. But these bandages that Anubis has are filled with spiritual, energetic medicine, with beautiful violet rays of light for transformation and transmutation of all that it touches and covers. And as he draws these bandages to the being, he starts at the root chakra and begins to wrap his alchemical medicine bandages around the root chakra, continuing with the breath as we receive the assistance. In this space, in this moment at the root chakra, Anubis is offering to clear away and transmute with you any stored pains from memories, any feelings of unconscious anger, any patterns of anger, frustration, any built up resentment towards anyone or anything. In this moment, this energy is all being focused on by Anubis at the root chakra, as well as your connection to abundance, financial and career path, and lastly, your groundedness to your physical reality and Mother Earth. And it is up to you within our own minds, as our own divine sovereign being, to affirm and acknowledge that we are releasing, that we are ready to release the pain, the resentment, the anger that is no longer serving for unconditional love. You may repeat the affirmation, I am releasing, I am letting go of stored anger, frustration, resentment, I am ready to affirm that I am safe, that I am provided for, and that I am abundant in this physical journey on Mother Gaia. Continuing to breathe as the breath assists in the release, as well as soothing, remembering that it's not worth holding on. It is not worth holding on to anger, frustration, resentment of the self and others. And as the root chakra is now covered in these medicine bandages of Anubis, he now draws his focus up to the sacral chakra. And Anubis begins to wrap these bandages around the sacral. Ears ring big time. And at the sacral chakra, we are offered and we are asked if we would like to release and go deep into our childhood and inner child, as well as our sexual life force energy in any way that it's been misused, either from ourself or from another reflection. This is the moment to allow it to let go and release. To no longer have the resistance in the being from these experiences. The affirmation for the sacral, you may repeat, I am. I am allowing myself to be in joy. I am allowing myself to feel my emotions. I am allowing myself to enjoy my inner child. I am allowing myself to honor my divine feminine nature. And I am going to honor the sacredness of my being and sexual life force energy. I am harnessing, I am cultivating, I am purifying my life force energy. I am acknowledging that my inner child is loved. I am acknowledging Anubis, giving love to my inner child. Providing the protection it needs from its canine heritage. Giving unconditional love just as any canine and beautiful dog would. Maybe even some licks on the inner child's face. So allow yourself to receive. And if you can't feel yourself receive, just allow yourself to consciously tell yourself in the mind, I am receiving, I am open to receiving. I am feeling Anubis's divine services and healing be present in my being. And as the sacral is now wrapped in these medicine bandages, Anubis now makes his way up to the solar plexus in the center of the abdomen. Begins to wrap the stomach and the abs. And as he wraps it, in this moment, the focus is for us to allow ourselves to be balanced in self-confidence, to have balanced self-esteem, to feel worthy, to have willpower, to act, to move forward, to express life, to shine our light unconditionally. This is the moment to allow that to come forth and to release away and let go of any resistance, any judgment, lower criticism, opinions that have tainted the soul and do not serve as who you truly are and your divine birthright and divine purpose of being in this creation and existence. And in this moment, you may call upon any memories of what you have overcome in your life. Any times that you have doubted yourself or thought you could never make it through or accomplish. And remember how you did overcome and how you did make it through. And you always have, all the way up until this moment. That is your light inside. That is your inner sun. That is your Ra. And you have your own. And it continues on, and it shines all the way up into this moment now. And now, as it's wrapped beautifully, Anubis rises to the chest and begins wrapping at the bottom of the chest, at the heart chakra. And in this moment, remembering the breath. In this moment, we are focused on breaking up any blocks of the stream of unconditional love flowing throughout our being and in our body. We are tapping in and accessing forgiveness, allowing ourselves to see the bigger picture, to be the observer and let go of attachment and personal judgment of what another did or what we did, allowing it to be the past, just letting it go, feeling it drop away from the heart chakra. It does not belong there any longer. It is being returned back to its perfect harmony state. Even in this moment, let go of judgment for what it is that you did, or what they did, or what just got released. It no longer matters. You are here now. And learning transforming the energy into wisdom and self-empowerment. Repeating, if you would like, I am unconditional love. I am made of it. I receive it. I share it. I am it. Unconditional love, I am. It flows through my being. It flows from head to toe. It doesn't just flow, but it makes up my vibration. And I am feeling it. I am allowing this unconditional love to project and manifest into my reality. I am open to receiving it as well as spreading it. And I am giving mercy I am letting go of experiences that are causing resistance from a balanced heart chakra. As we are all here reflecting experiences to each other to assist along this soul journey of wholeness and balance, as it is all connected and interweaved as a beautiful fabric of divine essence. And we are more than these bodies, and we are built for experience. We are built to go through the spectrum and contrast to life, as nobody is at fault, and we are all I am beings. And now, as the heart chakra is nicely wrapped, we rise to the throat chakra. And as the throat chakra begins to get wrapped with these etheric bandages, the tightening of the wrap around the throats energetically begins to soften the throat chakra and throat. As it softens, it begins to expel, release, and flow away like a body of water. Any suppression, blocks, or damage that has been done to the throat chakra from this lifetime and linear lifetimes. Any suppression, any transitions that took place due to expressing truth, beginning to flow away like a river from the throat chakra to the ethers. Providing you the alleyway in the clearing to divinely express and balance your divine feminine energy into divine masculine output energy and creative energy. And the affirmation for the throat, if you wish. I am safe, I am secure, I am supported, I am loved, I am provided for with the spaces to sacredly and divinely express my raw, organic nature, my truth, as well as any channeled messages or guidance that resonates through pure intentions of love, of unconditioned. I am safe to release any blocks, any suppression throughout linear timelines that are in place on my throat chakra, as they no longer serve in this moment and the timeline that I am present with. I am worthy. I am valued. I am supporting and uplifting others around me by expressing my truth with my heart and sharing my creative flow. And continuing to breathe. Breathing in through the nose and out of the mouth. Still sitting in the thrones that are magnetized to our being with our authentic signature. And now feeling the balance, feeling the lightness of the root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, and now throat chakra. Covered in the healing bandages of Anubis, he now draws his way up to the third eye chakra in the center of the brows and begins to wrap a bandage around the forehead. And in this moment, we are focused on clearing our spiritual projector for our manifestations into our reality that we experience. In this moment, we may acknowledge and bring to the forefront any limited belief systems that we wish to release that are no longer serving. In this moment, we may receive amplification, activation, grounding or balancing of our psychic abilities, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and more. You may allow it to ground if you have felt overactivated. And lastly, clearing way to our intuitive connection, to our inner guidance system. And as we breathe, rebalancing the chemicals in the brain, the dopamine, the serotonin, And the affirmation for the third eye that you may repeat if you wish. I am allowing myself to project, to manifest my pure intentions I am listening to my inner guidance that is not attached to polarity and emotion. I am dissolving and replacing limited belief systems within my mind that are not aligned with organic balance and order. Unconditional love is the foundation. And as the third eye is wrapped in the bandage, Anubis rises up and makes his way to the final of the 7 main chakras. At the top of the head for the crown, and begins to wrap the top of the head. And at the crown, in this moment, we are focused. We are focused on regulating and balancing the nervous system, releasing any excess neurological energy, providing any jolts of activation and electric for nerves and cells that feel dead. Receiving exactly what you need for your nervous system without your expectation. Organically guided through Anubis' energy, bringing regulation with the breath to the nervous system. And now, from the crown, the medicine of the bandages begins to pour all around the being in the physical body. And this violet magical energy streams from the crown all the way down the body, through the neck, shoulders, the arms, the hands, the chest, the stomach, down the hips to the legs, and all the way down to the toes. Anubis' healing energy of the violet ray relaxes, soothes, and calms the nervous system, the cells, the blood flow, the mind, with the breath assisting as we continue to breathe. Allowing in divine peace, higher guidance, surrendering and allowing our guides to be present in our life so we cannot carry all the weight, take on everything energetically, metaphysically, and allowing the guides, the archetypes of our mind, to provide energetic assistance to our being. Our family members that are guardian angels, archangels, opening up and allow them to be present. Allow their love, their shining lights of unconditioned, to be present within your hearts and spread throughout your being. As they are all here in this moment, they are here now. The family members that you hear from, the ones that give you the signs, they are here. It is up to you to be open to their love and their guidance from where they are. Continuing to breathe, breathing through the nose and out of the mouth. And the affirmation at the crown, if you wish to repeat: I am divinely guided. I am divinely connected to the source, my higher self, my guides, my family members, and more. I am surrendering to divine peace, guidance, and harmony, to be present in every layer of my life, every body of my being, and through every experience possible. I am embodying, and I wish to embody, this harmony, divine love and peace, to anchor and ripple into this plane of existence of Mother Gaia. I am secured and I trust in my boundaries, as well as my energetic guides that are protecting. And I trust that every experience I go through is needed, as I will transmute and transform experiences. Ashe. Taking a big deep breath in and holding it. Allow yourself to feel all 7 chakras from the root to the crown, radiating with balanced light energy. And as we continue to breathe, the bandages begin to dissolve and dissipate into the chakras, as the medicine and healing has now done its job and has now become one to self-empower the 7 chakras. Anubis, with his canine love, places one of his paws on the center of the chest. And through his paws, he channels this vibrant blue flame of Sirius canine energy. As it hits the root chakra, uplifting, electrifying with blue Sirian energy, it begins to spread in every direction from the heart center, throughout the whole being in every direction, and covers the whole entire body and begins to ripple throughout the whole aura. And the whole aura fills with this Sirian blue energy from Anubis, leaving a shield of protection and plasma to dissolve any impure energies that try to enter, any energies that try to enter that you do not want. And the plasma provides any healing that is needed to balance the protection. And now we rise from our thrones with our etheric crowns of violet light. Anubis, standing in his 11 to 12 feet figure, takes a knee in front of all of us, and his face is now at our level. He hands to each one of us a symbolic ankh of life, and it may be any color, any engravings, any hieroglyphics that organically come to you through codes in your mind for you to receive. And this ankh of life is a symbol of remembrance of this space with Anubis, remembrance of your ancestors, the Kemetic and Egyptian way of life, the knowledge, the history. This symbolic ankh is for you to bring back consciously in your mind as you return to the space of your physical being and into your physical environment. This ankh of life carries the codes and the healing vibrations of this experience, this meditation, and the Great Pyramid of Anubis. You may take the ankh mentally in this moment. Choose, if you wish, to receive the ankh in your subconscious for accessing this healing energy. This may translate into any ankh that you see, any ankh that you wear, as it will carry the signature and the codes of this meditation. And now we make our way out of the chamber as Anubis gives his gratitude and farewell for now, as he will be watching over us in his vibrational field, and you may call upon his energy at any time. We make our way through the halls of the pyramid, receiving any hieroglyphics that are needed in the moment. And we make our way to step out of the pyramid. And as we step out of the pyramid, the sand at our feet begins to give away. The sand begins to give away and our body starts to sink into the sand. And as we sink through the sand, we begin to make our way consciously back into the physical realm, mentally navigating at our own pace with the breath back to the physical body and back to the physical environment. You may open your eyes. You may slowly move your body when you are ready. Thank you for joining me, joining Anubis for this guided meditation. Ashe. Wow. That was a beautiful one. I know it's been a while, and wow, that was quite extensive and well needed. So grateful. So thank you all that were here throughout the live. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being open. And thank you for allowing your unconditional love and presence to be a part of this ripple. You guys can watch this meditation on the replay here on my page, SacredLight33 on Instagram. And you can also watch it on the YouTube channel here in the next coming days, as I will be editing it and I will be putting it into a YouTube edition as well. Sacred Light Healing and Wellness is my YouTube channel. Thank you for all subscribers. Thank you for all of you guys that continue to support me along the way. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful session. Wow. If it wasn't so late, I would open up space for reflection, but it is a little bit later. So we'll have to get into reflection some other times when we do some other spaces and meditations. A couple of things for everybody out there. Once again, I have my Root Chakra Empowerment Workshop, which is going to be $7, and it's on Zoom. That's coming up Friday, and that is at 6 p.m. Eastern. And that will be Root Chakra. I'll be doing a Root Chakra meditation, and I'll also be teaching you in depth about the Root Chakra for your own empowerment. And you can be aware of how to maintain and balance your Root Chakra. Along with that, and I take Cash App and PayPal for everybody out there. And like I said, it's just $7 for that workshop this Friday. 6 p.m. Eastern via Zoom. Along with that, Rising with Raw coming up this week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern. And we do different mythologies each week, or different guides. And we'll be diving into the Ascended Masters this week, as we do the root chakra, the sacral, and the Earth Star chakra this week. And then last one, we got the Sacred Kingdom community. That is my online community that I host on Discord. And that is a online sacred community for all of us worldwide to bring our webs together, to network, as well as share our project ideas, create together, help each other grow, have vulnerable spaces with support, and help each other transmute, bring these past experiences to the forefront in a sacred community environment, and bring it into empowerment and wisdom. Along with that, there'll be more meditations going on in that space. You get access to 10% off my services, and you get to connect with, some of the like minds that you're connecting with during these lives, and be able to reflect with each other, talk about your experiences from these group sessions. And we'll also be doing a lot more facilitations in a more personal basis, where we can ask questions with each other. We could talk about our experiences. We could talk about, the past things that are coming up that we're trying to release, how to access the tools we need. That is part of the community space. So just let me know if you're interested in being a part of that as well. We'll go over the boundaries and the codes and see if we align. All right, everybody. That is all for this space. Thank you all so much. I am just extremely humbled right now. I know it's been a while since I've done an extensive meditation here on live. And wow, what a way to break back in with Anubis. Phew. Next Sunday, be on the lookout. I may be doing an Ascended Masters meditation to wrap up the Rising with Raw week for the Ascended Masters. So be on the lookout. That may be next Sunday. I'll make a flyer and we'll tap into the Ascended Master Council. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Have a wonderful day if you're in Australia and other places. Wholeness and balanced love. And appreciate any feedback. Feel free to comment on the replay or on the YouTube channel what your experience was like. Also, gentle reminders. Make sure you hydrate very well. Get some good rest. Eat nutritional food that will help nourish your being. And remember to give yourself a break. Take it easy on yourself. If you're processing any past emotions, any thought patterns, or any physical movements, remember to take it easy on yourself. And remember, it's a process. It's a process of transmutation. And know your support. Reach out to your practitioners. Reach out to people like me if you need services or guidance. And we're here for you in many different ways. Wholeness, balance, love.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My Anubis scale, my Anubis scale, my Anubis scale. Wear your heart against the feather so that we can tell. Go ascend, here's your wings, yeah, those fit you well. My Anubis scale, my Anubis scale, my Anubis scale. Wear your heart against the feather so that we can tell. Go ascend, here's your wings, yeah, those fit you. Was you real or was you fake? Did you love or did you hate? How many people that you helped? How many hearts did you break? Was you good or was you bad? Were you wrong or were you great? How many things did you destroy? How many things did you create? Did you heal or did you hurt? Did you learn from your mistakes? If we talk right to your heart, tell me just what would it say? Did you stay down or did you play? Did you give or did you take? Can you show some empathy or is your ego in the way? Tell me if your heart is true, we can see it right now. Put your heart up on the scale, we can weigh it right now. And the scale didn't move, it was lighter than a feather. Yeah, here's your wings cause you held it up. Yeah, my Anubis scale, my Anubis scale, my Anubis scale. Wear your heart against the feather so that we can tell. Go ascend, here's your wings, yeah, those fit you well. My Anubis scale, my Anubis scale, my Anubis scale. Wear your heart against the feather so that we can tell. Go ascend, here's your wings, yeah, those fit you well. Was you grimy with it? Always slimy with it? We too high without some wings, you cannot climb to get it. Always in everything, you should have been minding your business. Repeating the time you spending. Look at this time you spending. All these bad emotions weighing you down. Look at the scale now. Blaming everybody but you the one keeping you held down. Pushing everybody so far away that was there to help, yeah. Let me go ahead and balance the scale and bring on the next one. Tell me if your heart is true, we can see it right now. Put your heart up on the scale, we can weigh it right now. And the scale didn't move, it was lighter than a feather. Yeah, here's your wings cause you held it up, yeah. My Anubis scale, my Anubis scale, my Anubis scale. Wear your heart against the feather so that we can tell. Go ascend, here's your wings, yeah, those fit you well. My Anubis scale, my Anubis scale, my Anubis scale. Wear your heart against the feather so that we can tell. Go ascend, here's your wings, yeah, those fit you well.